Um, Hello guys, good morning. My name is Florence Chikeze and I'm coming live to you from Redalia Workspaces. I already started this live video and something went wrong and I've already gone halfway. I don't know what, but something went wrong and it paused and it said it couldn't conclude. So I'm going to start all over again. I'm going to be discussing how to choose a business name for your company. So I'm still going to try to share this to all of our other platforms. So while I'm doing that, I'm coming live to you from Redalia Workspaces. Redalia is a co-working facility, and we are all about being everything to the entrepreneur. We have a training room that can seat 40 people. We have meeting rooms, and we want to give you the confidence of not meeting your clients in an eatery when you can afford a luxury. So that's what we are all about. Last week we discussed how to make money from freelance writing. So last week we discussed how to make money from freelance writing, and Toby Wanzo did justice to that topic. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can choose a business name and secure it. I know that choosing a business name is one of the roadblocks that entrepreneurs face, because you have to get it right. And then in getting a catchy business name, I want you to follow these steps. These are steps that I have followed and I'm very familiar with them. I'm going to be I'm using my phone to go live, and I'm going to be responding to questions with my laptop, so you see my eye going off and on, so you don't feel distracted about that. So the first step is go back to the basics. So start by reviewing the foundation of why you want to start the business. What do you want the business to be known for? What is the mission and the vision of your business? And what do you want your selling proposition to be, and what is the business plan? These things will inform the type of name that you will choose. What is the message that you want the name to portray? What do you want people to think and feel when they hear your name? You also have to go out and check the industry you are in and check out their names. Make sure that the name that you choose finally is something that you're personally happy with. This is important because as a business owner, the name, you have to live with the name for a long time. It is therefore important that you take time to get it right from start. It should be unique and not forgettable. After you've taking care of the basics to understand this is what I want my business to be, this is the kind of name, this is what I want the name to stand for, then it's now time for you to conduct a brainstorming session. A brainstorming session is where you go out and you start thinking the type of names. Do I want to use my name? What do I really want to use? This is where you brainstorm. So once you understand the basis of what you want your name to stand for and represent, it will now be time to be creative. Let your mind flow. Don't inhibit yourself. Do not restrict yourself. The more creative you are, the more ideas you will have. When I was choosing a name for my company, I did some of the sessions myself, and some I did with my friend. So it's something that you can do by yourself or with a colleague or with a partner. The important thing is that you keep the guidelines that you've already set for yourself at the basic stage in mind. avoid picking names that will limit your company, names that will limit you to a particular geography, names that will limit you to a particular location, names that will not allow you to be more, to move around and add product line. In essence, what I am saying is that you should not boss yourself. You should not limit yourself. Do not let the names that you choose limit you. Okay, so also keep in mind that simplicity is sexy. So simple and straightforward names are back in style. When choosing a name, an identity for your company, choose simple and straightforward names because it costs less to brand. The next step is take time off. After a successful brainstorming session, I'm sure that you're going to have like a long list. My diary was almost full. So you go through the list with your guidelines in mind, sort out similar names, remove any non-contenders and names that do not immediately resonate with you. You should do all this and reduce the list to maybe at least 5. With a short list of 5, walk away. I would advise that you walk away and do something entirely different. Do something different for days before coming back to it again. Because you should do this because choosing a company name is very important and it's not something that you want to rush. Because for me, I took my time, and when I hear the name Redalia, it makes me really happy. So after the break, come back and review your list again. By then you've already, like I said, you've already reduced it. Come back and check the few names that you already have. If none of those names feels right to you, then you have to start the brainstorming session again. Depending on if you are starting the brainstorming session again or you are moving forward, the next step will be to check for availability. At this stage, I felt a lot of disappointment at this stage, because many a times I will shout like, "Eureka! I found it!" Then go back to Google or search engines only to find out that the name already exists and that it belongs to a company. So another thing that you want to check is to ensure that the .com domain for the company name is available, because over time I've come to realize that customers tend to associate a .com name with a more established business than other alternatives such as the .net or .biz, or other domain extensions. So if the .com name is already taken or is unavailable, you can actually track down the owner of the domain using Whois and see if they are willing to sell. You can be lucky and they may be willing to sell. So, and then after you've taken care of the domain thing, the next thing will be to check your country incorporation. So for Nigeria, you have to check with the Corporate Affairs Commission to see if the name is available. After checking that, if it's available, you also have to check if the name is trademarked. So it could be available with the Corporate Affairs Commission, but the company may have trademarked it as a sub name. So you have to make sure that you check with the Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment to say that it's not trademarked. And finally, you have to check if the name is available across important social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. Because it's really good. It helps your brand if all these names are uniform. People can easily identify you. So thank you, Nkemakolam Justice, for joining. And if you're just joining us, just say hi. And if you have questions, pop in your questions in the comment section, and I will do well to answer them. This session, I'd already almost finished it, and something went wrong, and I'm starting all over again. That's why it seems like I am rushing, because I'd gone back and I still want to like finish. So after that, the next thing is to ask the audience. At this time, forget about family and friends for now. Get out of the building and get to your target audience. Find out how receptive they are of the name. Find out if the name makes sense to them, if it conveys what you are selling to them. The feedback that you get from your audience will inform the next step. If they are not comfortable with it, that means that you have to like go back and start the brainstorming section again, check for availability and all that. But if they are fine with it, then you're going to move forward to securing the name. And how do you how do you secure a name? You register the name. So registering your business with the appropriate authority is the first step in making it real. Here you need to work with a lawyer to understand the pros and cons of the different business formations, because this is definitely something that you don't want to make mistake with. There are different laws guiding each type of business entity, and depending on your city, depending on your state, and depending on your country. So you have to decide if you want to register your business as a sole proprietorship, or if you want to have partners, or if you want to incorporate it like limited liability companies. So I'll always advise that you incorporate, because while incorporating your company can be expensive as a small business, it is worth the money, because your business becomes a separate entity from you. So if ever something goes wrong, you are less likely to be held personally liable for it. So once you get registered, get insured, and make sure that you do the necessary registrations to be tax compliant. So that's it. Just a recap, if you're just joining, I'm discussing how you can choose a business name for your company. The first thing that you have to do is going back to the basics. Understand what you want your business to stand for, what you want people to think when they hear about your business. What's your mission and your vision. The name that you are choosing will have to align with all those. After you've done that, after you've already put it in your head, this is what I want to be known for, conduct a brainstorming session. A brainstorming session you can do yourself, you can do with a colleague, you can do with a partner. This will take series of processes, and because you've already had the basis, it will guide you on the type of names that you will choose, and you will know when you've already chosen a name that resonates with you. After you've already gone through your brainstorming session, take time off, do something different, and come back to it. If the name still makes sense to you, you go out and you check for the availability. You check if the .com is available, you check if it's still available with the CAC, and you check if it's available with your social media platforms, the important ones. And then you also check if the name has not been trademarked before. Then you go out, forget about family and friends, ask your target audience if they like the name. Then if everything is fine, you register with your name. If it's not fine, you go back to the brainstorming session again continuously until you get it right. So, and this is a process that is really tasking, and you'll be happy at the end of the day if you get it right. But if you need help with this process, this is also part of what we do in our consulting sessions. You can holler us at 081-881-22223, or write to us at contact@redalia.com, and we will be more than willing to help you out. And again, we are running a business clinic on the 16th of March. The business clinic is for company executive or top managers. It's for you to understand your business and your business model, and also gain insights on how to get better results with your digital marketing. So, and from time until the 16th, we'll be updating you on the steps for this business clinic that we are running. Thanks again for joining, and remember that I'm coming live to you from Redalia Workspaces. Redalia Workspaces is a co-working and service office facility. We are located at 43B Emina Crescent off Twain Street. A training facility can seat 40 people for just 5,000 naira per hour. We'll be more than glad to give you a tour of our facility. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next Monday at 10 a.m. and have a fruitful week. Bye.